So what is good, YouTube? This your boy YG_Nate Spen. Stay young and pretty, guys. I'm here to bring y'all a new series on my videos, and it's gonna be called Nphc advice. But it's not really advice. Don't think that I know everything over you guys. It's more as a forum and a conversation that I can have between you guys and me, answering any questions you have about Nphc, Greek life in general, some of the things about my fraternity specifically, some of the things that I know about other sororities and fraternities, and I feel like I should give you guys a little insight onto my life as a Greek, and then I'll tell you guys a little bit more in episodes to come. So first of all, I'm in Phi Beta Sigma, Blue Phi, and I just want you guys to know that Phi Beta Sigma is the people's frat, and that's one of the reasons why I joined. Now, everyone has their own reason for joining a Greek-led organization. I feel like I joined mine specifically because it was the one that catered to everyone, diversified, and it also really interested me in the sense that I didn't want to become an alpha man or a kappa man or an omega man. And obviously there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you stand by and those are the principles you stand behind, then obviously yes, then that's what you should be. But for me, they never really said a Sigma man. They only said the best version of you possible. And that was a quote that stuck to me. It's actually by my big brother, Malcolm Jones. He actually has a YouTube channel too. I'll see if I can link it down in the description below. But he really did impress me when he said that, because I was a pretty confident person coming into college, and I really wanted to better myself as a person and become the best person possible. And I feel like that's what Sigma was for me. And I feel like also their presence on my campus, because our campus is a predominantly Hispanic school at Florida International University. And it's not really diverse in the sense that there's not a lot of Greek life, I would say, besides the Interfraternal Council, which is the predominantly white organizations such as TKE, Pi Kappa Epsilon, Theta Chi, things like that. Also, all these Greek letters are in the Greek alphabet, and then they use them to define the different names. So they may sound similar or look similar, but you should at least try to learn them, because that's kind of being ignorant, by the way. But everyone has their reasons, like I said, and mine just happened to be because of the diversification and because of becoming a better person. One of the greatest things I got out of this fraternity was exactly that. Like, it has made me a better leader, and it's made me do things I wouldn't have done before. I applied to be the vice president of Nphc. I'm the secretary of my chapter, things like that. It really just pushed me into an uncomfortable situation so I can grow as a person. And I feel like everyone needs to do that at some stage in their life. And there's a lot you can learn, and I also want you guys to understand there's a lot I'm learning too. Like, I'm not done learning. But there is one thing I wanted to mention. Whenever I talk about Greek letter organizations, there's always that tension between Greek letter organizations, especially in Nphc, where it's like, oh, well, mine is better than yours because I joined this one over yours. There's nothing better about any Greek letter organization. It's what caters to the person. For example, you're not going to watch one movie because you don't like it, or you don't like what the movie's about, and you're going to watch another one because you like what that movie's about. It's the same thing with Greek letter organizations. You don't like Phi Beta Sigma because you don't like, I don't know, this is something stupid, but the color blue. You don't like the color blue, and you also don't like how they stand so high between community service. But you really do like the Omegas or the Alphas because of how strongly they believe in, or the Omegas believe in uplift, or how the Alphas believe so strongly in scholarship that even in one of their chants they talk about graduating. Like, they really do care about scholarship, and they tend to be higher GPA students that are in that organization. So maybe that's what caters to you. But it also depends on chapters, and maybe not all chapters stand by their principles as well as other chapters. So, you know, it really does just depend. But that's really it, guys. I wanted to keep this video short, and I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of insight on my life as a Greek. And if you have any questions, make sure to say it down below, and in the next video I'll try to answer one of the questions and turn it into a video, so it'll constantly be that type of process. So make sure to ask down below. It's your boy YG_Nate Spen. Stay young and pretty, guys. I'm out. Peace.